everyone, it's Jean. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to do a little quick how-to video on making what I'm calling a flip over tag. And basically, take a little clip off here and you pull down on this part and it kind of flips out. So you've got, as many levels as you want, but here's 3 levels or 3 additional cards for you to journal on. And they spell the word B in my case, and that's because I have once again picked up the B journal that I started a month ago, but I'm working on it again. So this is just another little cute tag to put into a journal and another little idea. And I'll just go walk you through how I put that together. You'll need some washi tape that's about 5/8 of an inch wide and some glue. Your washi tape needs to coordinate with your project because you're going to be seeing it. And then of course you'll need your 3 to whatever amount of cards you want to flip out in whatever size that you want them to be. You'll need those cards too, and of course they need to fit on top of your tag. And the tag base itself. And I just did some cardstock, put over some design paper, and that's the base of it. The thing that I did not do, because I printed my letters and I cut them all out, and that was before I put it together and realized that the first tag, or the first journaling card needs to be longer than the one coming after it. And so since these are both the same size, I have to glue a little bit onto it. And so I would recommend that it needs to be, about 1/8 of an inch, or maybe, not quite 1/4 of an inch longer than the one that's coming up after it, because it has to tuck in. You don't want it to be the exact size because it won't tuck as well. So it needs to be, or you make the next one a little bit not quite as long. So however you come up to do that, because I'm working with a border, I had to keep within there. So the first one does need to be slightly longer than the next one. And I'm just going to real quickly glue a little additional up here. Now if I had, the next time that I do this, I am definitely, hopefully I'll remember, I could have just cut this up just a little bit more, initially, and I wouldn't have had to glue that extra piece on. So that just sort of an alert you to that. And then you got your next pieces, and I'm just changing it up just slightly, a bit like this. Now the one measurement that I found was probably the one that you need to keep consistent. That was the width. The width this way, I feel, needs to be pretty consistent. You could make it smaller, I guess, theoretically, but I didn't think it looked as good as making the width the same all the way through. I think it just worked better. And you're going to start with your washi tape. Take out a piece. Oh my goodness. It's really in there. There we go. And I just tear out a piece that's, approximately the width. And lay it down. Now, I glue all my washi tape. And if you want something permanent that's going to be in there for a while, I would really recommend that you do that. So we're going to put joints into, or hinges is really what we're kind of doing. We're putting a hinge onto our cards. So I come down about halfway, approximately, and glue that in there. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to make sure I got a half of it laying down. Okay, there we go. So about halfway on it there. Oh, this is giving me more trouble than it did the first time. There we go. And then the next one, of course, is going to come up underneath it. However, you do want to leave just the tiniest little crack between them two, because it will help make that joint easier for it to fold. So you want to leave just this little crack between the two there. And then I come over with a second piece of washi tape, lay down my glue because I do want it to be permanent, and just sort of put it over the one that's there. So that is your first joint. And we'll just cut them off. And you can see that by leaving that little tiny bit, it just gives it more room for it to fold down very easily and quite nicely. So I'm going to do the same here on this one. And just put a little bit of glue. Hopefully this will not give me as much problems. And just lay it down there, about halfway there, like so. A little bit more glue, and I'm laying this one again, leaving that little tiny crack in between the two there. Coming back with some more washi tape. Now, I don't know, you probably could, I don't know how much narrower you can get with washi tape, maybe a 1/2 inch. Could probably work with that. But you don't want it too narrow. Okay. So there we go. And we'll just give it a snip here, and a snip there. So now we have it to where it's going to fold up like so. And then just very easily, this is going to go on to the main tag. And so I do that by putting glue here. First. So I'll just glue it on. I'll cover up that little extension. Well, goodness gracious, I probably should do it off the tag first. I'll just cover up that little extension so that you can't see it. But you see where you have to have this, the first card be a little longer so it can fold up there and not interfere with that particular crease. And then we'll just put a little bit here and cut the sides like so. And put it down on your main tag, just like this. Now, to reinforce it even more, I like to lift it up so that it will stay in place over wear and tear. Put a little line of glue there. Now this time what I like to do is I like to come in and kind of cut the ends with a little bit of a slant. So let's see, yep. So a little bit of a slant here so that it, let's do it a little bit more, so that it doesn't show on the other side. And so we want to glue on the card and we want to glue on the tag. And we're going to just put this down here like so. And that way you have a little bit more of a secure hinge there. So that is essentially what you do. And then you can put on a little bit of lace on the bottom. Here I've stapled some lace on so that it can pull out. Take off the little paper clip. It can pull out. And then you can, this is a tiny clip, but you can get a larger paper clip, maybe put a little ribbon on it and clip both the tag and the cards together if you wish. But that is essentially what it is, and that's sort of a flip over tag. Just one more idea that you might find inspiring, something to do. Doesn't have to be letters. You could put a series of other kinds of designs on here, whatever you would like to do. So there you go. And I did want to show you one more thing I did with the letters. And that is I reduced them down on my printer, and I made little charms from them. Is that not cute? And you just put a little hole with a little ball pin. I just put a little button, a little bit of mesh, cheesecloth underneath. And I think this would be a really darling way to personalize a gift, especially if you're giving a journal away or just for yourself. I think they make up really cute little charms. So that's just a couple ideas in using this alphabet. I hope you give Carrie at her station. I'm going to put her YouTube channel down as well as her digitals. I hope you give her a visit and show her a little bit of love. She's just starting out, and I think she's done a really fine job with these alphabet digitals. Thanks a lot for viewing, and hopefully I'll be getting this bee journal on the road. Talk to you later. Bye.